and welcome to this week's edition of the Punters Show, yes, which is working.
Brought to you live from here.
Live from Urco. Glenn, Mark, Matthew, good morning. How are we?
Morning,
Right,
morning,
we're deep in
Alice.
it. We're deep in it. So,
So here we are. There it is. Are we finished?
Yeah, well, you should be happy.
Oh, we usually have a break this time of year, don't we? At some stage.
Yeah, it's November.
Christmas
It's not December yet. Yeah, lovely.
you know, we're all waiting for the Villiers, like all these other horses that are coming back for the Villiers.
What date's the Villiers?
I
I can't even
20th,
imagine the
something
Villiers
like
on. Like, is there a leftover carnival race?
Oh, don't worry. There's something from Queensland will come down.
We had Jimmy out this Saturday. It was fucking so exciting. I've never seen a suit so small. Fuck, it looked like a fucking like a new
But
tube.
what about the parade of jockeys to hug Jimmy?
It was just sickening.
yeah.
Did you get an autograph?
Well, like,
doing the show, mate.
okay,
I'll
so
ring
when
you back.
George
I'll ring
Moore
you back.
retired, what happened?
I don't know. I'm not
Surely
sure.
not that.
Yeah, I suppose it just depends on how you retire and when you retire, doesn't it? Mick Dittman retiring, did he get that?
Fucking, like, honestly, what the fuck's going on? The only reason we got the ATC is because of Jimmy Cassidy and the jockey tapes, otherwise it'd be the AJC.
Look, Horry,
No wonder they threw a party
Horry
for him.
keeps banging on about this, but he's perfectly right. That the punters and bookies need to erect a shrine, perhaps just the bookies, erect a shrine to Jay Cassidy as the last of the tipping jockeys.
Well, just sickening, isn't it? Like, is everyone fair dinkum?
What about the story?
What about the ATC carried on? Like,
Well,
Yeah, I suppose-
it's the way we do things now.
it's going on here.
What about the story about Jimmy's first bet?
Jimmy's first bet.
After his,
His first bet.
What,
won-
his first post-retirement
Yeah.
bet?
Yeah.
was it the first four in the last race?
First for in the last
Did he
race.
get
He
it?
had to ask how to put the bet on.
He won $48,000. Didn't it? Truth.
How did he know he won 40? Did that come out?
In the paper.
Oh, is it? I didn't see a figure.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Oh,
Bullshit.
What, he got the first four in the last. Diamonds in the Night ran 4-2.
Yeah, I'll dig
There
out
you
the story, but
yeah, I've got the story. I didn't see a figure.
I heard the rumours Saturday night that he
No,
won,
it
and
was
then
400.
Surely this is bullshit.
Oh, no, stop it. Oh, because honestly, I don't
He
believe in
might have been-
anything. I have one last grasp that karma might be something we can hold on to. It really is only gravity. Gravity's the only thing out there. If he won the first four, that's it. Fucking, I'm joining ISIS. Let's get it on.
it's a bit like, it might be a bit like your story when the tax department rang up. You might have been square on the day.
No, it wasn't the tax, it was Crime Commission. Right?
Crime Commission.
The tax department rings me all the time. That's a weekly conversation.
That's ongoing.
That's when you suggested to the tax department that, sorry, I can't pay my GST. He's doing it as a punting bank and valid excuse not to pay my GST.
Plus, I said to the bloke, I said, there's only two parties involved in this, you and yours. There's only one warrant about it. Anyway, don't say he won 48k.
It's in the paper, I'm sure. It's been confirmed.
Alright, so he turns out in his little,
Little suit.
He's got the suit on you get for 6-year-olds at weddings. You know when you put the little 6-year-old, yeah, it's a fucking bad look. There's Jimmy.
Yeah, but that's okay. If jockeys aren't supposed to ace it in all these departments, are they? Or any other department other than maybe being able to ride.
Brett Devine, who's a bit of a fan of the show, well, we struggled to get a media ticket off every year. Hello, Brett. He was, hosting him round all day. Well, they host him round all day. We struggle every year to get a free ticket.
Yeah.
Turn over a
Oh,
gazillion
look,
billion.
I mean, I suppose he is a legend of the game, isn't he?
People know
Is he a
Jay
legend
Cassidy.
of the game?
Oh, well, I mean, in some people's eyes, he has won the
He
Grand
is quoted
Slam.
as saying the only thing in life he doesn't cheat at is golf. That comes from him. It's the only thing in life he doesn't cheat at is golf. He said it ruins the whole setup of the idea. So that means horse racing you cheat at,
Everything else.
prior girlfriends and wives you cheat on them.
He said
But,
everything, but,
okay, so
but people do use everything in the wrong context most of the time, but not understanding everything is an absolute. Meaning,
Well, he's just a bloke.
A lot of
I'm not
things.
saying what he did. I'm not saying he did anything wrong. Or I'm not saying that. I'm
Yeah.
not saying I'd be an any better person. But I'm not expecting anyone to show me around with a dildo half up my ass and fucking combing my hair all day and can I get you another drink? I mean, it was just sickening, the parade.
We live in the era of the cult of the personality. So I mean, the personality is everything. No one cares about the substance of anything you do.
So the world's become like.
Like, how is it? Who are these
social media.
Kardashian people? Like, what is the story there?
I was just going to say that. Yeah,
What's that?
They were the example, weren't they?
Is it?
What is the story?
They're a family.
Like,
Oh, the
we
Kardashians,
sort
yeah.
of went, oh, well, Paris Hilton should be around for 5 minutes, and she was.
Yeah. Oh well, at least
She
she's.
produced a sex tape. Oh, I mean, Kim did too.
Did she? Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah. Straight up the clacker too. Fucking excruciating pain. What a good girl. So they say. I haven't seen it. I never watch. You ever watch porn? I never watch porn. That scares me.
Yeah?
But what about the
As
fact?
I've said before, midget porn. It's you gotta watch midget porn.
I don't even know.
It's the
How would
funniest.
you get it?
You just gotta watch it. The Google midget porn.
Gravity is good.
Probably do it at an internet cafe or something.
Oh, but midget porn. They shouldn't even be having sex in case they breathe.
No, well, a normal sized person and a midget.
What guy? I don't even want to know, Dal.
It's
The
funny.
world is depraved, isn't it? Because
Well,
you know what, we're
the
so
weird
bored.
thing is being in the bar, the betting ring. You know, like the trading room is in the bar. It's an unusual experience. Like it's sort of been the bar's been intruding on the trading room at the races for a long time, but now we're actually in the bar.
The bar's good, isn't it? It's beautiful. Especially when I go every race and ask them to know where the nearest bar is. They bar me at the bar.
Anyway.
A very good man by the name of Ashley Latham came out to race on Saturday. He's
He's a good man.
yeah. Anyway, he said, "Are there any punters here?" I said, "Well, there's Glenn." And then Robbie said, "You can't count Glenn. He doesn't lose in the long run."
Oh, is that what Robbie said? Was kind of thing to say. I lose. It's just if I could become
And
lucky.
then there are the agents for Sean Kingsley, Steve Fletcher, and
Dr. Nick.
Dr. Nick. Right? So there's 4 agents and Glenn. That's why they've moved the bar into the ring, because otherwise there'd be no people there.
That's a good point. Anyway, there it is. What were you going to say, Matt? Sorry, we interrupted.
I was going to say,
No.
Dallas was going to say
No.
something.
All right. Anyway, no, we'll move along. Man of the match. Excuse me.
Well, I said I shared it. I don't know how I shared it. Tipped fucking 7 winners.
Yeah,
I think Darren did
pretty
too.
went
Really?
pretty well as well.
Yeah, he did similar.
Do I ever get it one out?
Yeah, you got it one out a few times.
You got it one out a few times, yeah. It was
I've
a
seen
very
like-
good
I've
set from
seen
Glenn.
like baseball.
You're seeing him like baseballs, Glenn.
So
A very good
what's the
set
key
from
to
Glenn.
Is that maybe the time of year? They're just,
Oh, just
tipping the horses to parade good and they're running good.
yeah. They're doing, the horses are doing what they should be doing.
Sometimes, some periods of the year horses don't parade as well because they're not quite at their top, but they're better than the field.
Oh, that's no good.
It doesn't help, mate, yeah. It doesn't help when you're tipping. But as a punter, I can work with that.
So
I
you're
can't-
saying the standard of the field is matching your
Yeah,
the
I
way
think,
you
I
do-
think
Oh,
it happens a couple of times a year, and a couple of times a year it's a bit tougher.
Also, I think Mark too, and having done this a lot with Glenn, is that they're never far away. They're either winning or running third and fourth, and it just depends on how the cards are being turned.
Yeah.
You know, like
They're
you
right.
just go. It's like anything. You go
Like
through. a
Corporate
few-
Power, I send out on top, I was pretty confident would win. It was $8.50. And,
Great tip.
And
Awesome.
it pissed him.
Yeah.
It went,
Just-
dun 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 dun, I've got yours covered, I'm going to win.
But then there'd be periods that they're like, oh well, and Torgerson was another one that got up on the fence. There'd be periods we've gone through. You go through for 2 or 3 months where that doesn't get up and win and gets.
Or gets up on the fence is 3 lengths inferior,
Yeah.
you run fourth.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
So
it's racing,
it's
it's
just-
racing.
it is.
And people
It's
get my
just
product,
the
they
planets
always-
are aligning.
The
at the
people
moment.
get my stuff, continue to get my stuff, it's just getting it to grow, which is hard because it's hard to find people to wager.
Yeah.
Anyway, so well
It's very
done.
hard to find them.
Well done, Glenn.
I think-
Well done,
I
Nick.
think-
Darren and Nick, who said first day of subscription to GP's Manning Yard
funny.
Mail. Fair to say he nailed it. Plenty of value in the winners.
Yeah, well,
Hashtag
Nick,
fill up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that every week, Nick, isn't it?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's fat,
yeah.
yeah. I've just got millions.
How are you finding someone to start at the moment? That's a good trick.
What do you mean?
Actually,
Having
like someone
somebody
signed up to the Jump Manning Yard
to start.
Mail.
Well, I suppose people. I mean, our show's growing with our advertising through Top Better.
Yeah, lovely. So, but if you actually do want to, why don't, if you haven't tried a product, why don't give it a try? Because we're going to have some packages to take you through for the next 4 weeks
Our
up until
packages
Christmas.
are getting that good. We're nearly going to give you 400 to join
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
So
So-
it gets freer and freer.
It would probably
Well, it
actually
will be like the corporate bookies.
like, I'm sure
They are with the tournament.
yeah.
The tournament.
Well,
They put a $25,000 tournament every Saturday and they throw 8,000 in. I mean, can you beat a fairer tournament than that?
It's a good start, isn't it?
I haven't worked out
better
the
than
exact
those tag
packages,
jackpots.
but I'm sure we'll be giving some sort of bet with Top Better or something like that with the packages up to Christmas. So you probably will be getting them for almost nothing.
Go to Top Better, sign up for tournaments. Best fun in racing. I bought 3 times on Saturday, finished out of the money,
Yeah.
but...
You only need 3 legs.
Did you hear about the bloke who won on Saturday?
Talk about the tournaments, yes.
For the first bet.
Freelance, he had 10,000 on something, it lobbed at $11 or whatever, $10. So his account went 110,000. He stayed there all day. I'm not having another bet, and he had a bet later on the day. He had 20,000 on the last winner in Melbourne to make a bird of it.
Nailed it.
There he, so he just went bang bang.
2 races he bet on.
Yeah, there you go.
So freelance, I think you were. Well done, freelance, and congratulations to
And
you.
what was the winning total?
190,000.
190,000.
That's
And what
hard
what?
to beat, isn't it?
He was on 118 after
Yeah.
race 1.
He was on
Everyone was
118.
like, oh, dear.
Yeah.
And then we all looked at him all day, and then he never moved all day, and I kept thinking, I'll get you, freelance you. So my first bet was 10,000 a place to Augustin, which looking back, I really just had 10,000 to win because it's only $100.
Oh no.
Next thing I'm at like 88,000, and a freelance is $1 million to 1 because he sits there and the old Glenster comes after you.
Yeah.
But a lot of fun.
That's right. He's shaking up with the whip. You know. There's
Yeah,
nothing
he's
worse than
now all of a
seeing
sudden.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the
Some-
old Glenster.
Sometimes that's the worst position to be in, is that
Yeah.
leading spot and having to hold on.
But he led all day. I had
But 110 would be if you set 110 as the mark. I mean that'd be a pretty good mark to be sitting on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a winning number a lot of the time.
Get involved with the tournaments. They're sensational
And
fun.
they're paying down to about 10 positions now or something.
I think about
That was
12.
great. 12.
Yeah, we had somebody who ran 4th who got a couple of grand.
Yeah.
You know, that's not too bad for $110.
Place for Christmas
Yeah, that's right.
in the next 10 years.
And yeah, so and you actually
$200 on Christmas. That's about it, mate.
you actually don't even have to pay the 110. You can win your way in with stacks of tournaments all through the
During
week,
the
mate.
week, yep.
You know, like that could be $10 tournaments
Keep
and
an
stuff
eye on
like
the
that.
site because you can also deposit $250 and they'll put you in the tournament for free. So
Yeah. So there's
I know everyone out there, all the narcs, because I know there's a stack of narcs out there, and God bless the narcs, think that we're always just trying to promote and sell and everything's for us, but there's a stack of value in the joint too.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. Well, but
We've got a
also,
narc here, I know it's a narc here, what about this filthy dirty narc?
What?
From Alex, has Mitigate won a race yet, was called the Derby winner. Well done, Alex. It was going around to fucking Maiden and ran 8th, and I said it might win the Derby, meaning it's a nice
but that
horse.
was in
But
that
you-
was in answer to
Yeah,
our
And-
best maiden.
At the time, it was probably 10,000 to 1 to win the AJC Derby, and it looks like I'm wrong. Obviously, I am.
It was
But
the
I
best
appreciate
maiden.
narcs like you.
I don't think it was a narky comment. I think it was a funny comment. You know,
Hang on,
Alex.
and the other thing is
That's
that
fucking
Rick,
narky.
Rick failed to join in the program. He kept running in 1,200 metre maiden. Still is. He might have gone back to 1,100.
Yeah. If I was trained, we would have won the Derby.
That's right.
It
Exactly.
might be at the dispersal sale coming up. You might want to buy
I
it.
might buy
You
it.
might buy it.
If we
Could
go
be your first horse.
If it goes to dispersal, so
We'll
we're
buy it.
buying
We'll buy it. Yeah.
Punisher's buying
Yeah.
it. Mitigate.
Yeah.
We'll give it to Baker, he'll get it going.
Baker's going okay.
Give
Yeah,
it
Baker's
to
going good.
Paletti Turner or something.
Oh,
Clark and Paletti Turner, yeah, we'll give it to them. Another winner yesterday in the last.
what? Like that?
Please explain.
We've been talking about it for a while.
No,
but
you can't cut out please
the
explain.
horses that turned up there with that very good form on Saturday at Beaumont were just jumping out of their skin.
Wow, great news for the stable. And we've seen this with a lot of stables. They have good runs, they have bad runs.
Oh,
This seems a particularly good run for a particularly poor stable.
For a stable that is just
Hasn't
not
really-
fine
Hasn't
for
featured. Hasn't featured.
ever.
But
Yep.
things change, people change.
Yeah, well, that's right. Maybe there's, maybe there's a new stable hand in there who's got some idea.
I think so. It's funny because I'm like, I ever tell you I was the world record holder in the butterfly for 3 metres? I'm the world record holder at 3 metre butterfly.
3 metre butterfly.
Oh, fuck,
So
okay,
you're
that
good for
quick.
2 strokes, eh?
Oh, enormous. Real quick, and then fucking gas. I was out there the other day. Some cunt went past me. Butterfly. I said, come on, cunt, go 3 metres. Beat me. I thought I was the world record holder. I don't know
What makes you think?
When stables go good, he's now the new. Yeah, I'm world record holder. 3 metres.
butterfly.
I was.
In
Yeah.
the Coogee pool or something.
Out the back of Coogee, yeah. I go 2 splashes, I'm a freak.
Tax parity, boys.
Fucking hell. Are we bored with it?
Well, it's quite funny because we saw which is a good thing. Obviously, it's a great thing for the racing industry to have that levels
What,
down.
to pay more money.
Well, but the thing is, the quotes that have come from Pete is it's fantastic for the 50,000 participants because it's going to see increased field sizes. We'll be able to raise prize money and it's going to improve race courses.
Hang on, I've heard this. I've got
The
a
only
very,
difference-
very strong deja vu there, Pete.
The only difference between that sandwich and the deja vu is last time he said it was 80,000 participants.
Oh no, I saw actually.
He dropped it back 30,000.
Yeah, but then it's is it Mick Grant? What's the
Troy.
Troy Grant in Parliament said the 100,000. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they pull all the numbers straight out of their clacker.
With the punters then.
Yeah, yeah.
He's hard to bag Overland. He's still doing the job.
Hmm.
He's
Well,
still walking around. He's got the 4-inch heels. He's got the suit from Lowe's. He's got the missus that walks 100 yards behind him. He's got the Dracula haircut. He looks pale and white, fucking awful. And everyone bags him and hates him, and he's still in the job. Who's the marvel? Who's the marvel? He's the marvel.
You know you can get shoes that don't look like platforms that do the same thing, apparently.
Get there.
All right. Well, speaking of field sizes, we got the best we could hope for on Saturday. didn't we?
Okay, hang on. Just got to tap out for a minute. All right, now let's go. Yeah.
We had like so
again,
we didn't get the massive scratching because the track was
Again, the bush horse was a great race.
yeah
Favourite club this time. Bit big, but there was a bit in everything for everybody.
yeah there was.
You know.
And look, the big story of that race, and I did that race on Thursday afternoon or whatever, and then I thought, don't use 1,000 metre form in 1,100 metre races because the feed was from that 1,000 metre race at Randwick.
Don't use 1,000 metre form.
Don't
Ever.
use 1,000 metre form. Now,
Especially Randwick.
Obviously, the winner was coming off 1,000, 1,100, and 1,000 metre win out wide, but yeah,
It wasn't coming from the 1,000 metre lead up.
That's right. The 1,000 metre lead up didn't count
No.
because it was 1,000 metres.
And wasn't probably ever going to count. That's the one that.
yeah, and Cody
won.
didn't turn up for
Cody
this one.
didn't turn up. Took it, Cody.
Too clever.
No, that's what's Cody
Where
doing
is he?
that all?
Yeah, he's in Long Bar at the moment. They're giving him 6 years. Prevention of horse. You know the 80,000 participants? It was 80,001. But it's scratched off Cody.
Well, what do we make about the? I think generally there are a lot of very, what would you say, aggressive rides in front. Bad timing.
Some funny rides in time.
It's sort of almost like the okay, we've got the 6 metres, we've got the fence line, but it's only an advantage of a few lengths. It doesn't mean you can put your horses to the sword.
Yeah.
And Jay McDonald was one of the
Culprits
culprits, yeah.
on.
On Feast for Eyes,
Yeah, but it hasn't gone very fast, really.
hasn't he?
No.
They
No, I
seem
mean
to be
they've
chewed up,
they've
those
gone out half a second faster in eloping. Eloping's gone out half a second faster.
It's the knowing that the race.
I think no, Feast for Eyes is gutless. He's got
It goes a bit too keen, doesn't it?
well, no, he's won 2 like sort of
Around.
biased 1550s at Canterbury,
Canterbury.
and
No, he's on.
he's lacking in sort of substance.
Yeah, that's a word you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty exciting.
Medcourt,
Wow,
Gods in Him, Gamblestown, that
Medcourt,
race.
this is what I can't work out. Your man, Medcourt. Your man, Rob Waterhouse. So it's O'Shea. Was it J-Mac? Medcourt?
Yep.
Yeah.
There's just no way he could be associated with them in any way.
No.
No, but
He was following
whenever...
the fair. He was following the fair.
No, he wanted to be top odds, that horse.
I backed it for him.
Yeah, but
I took $7. It's the yin and the yang.
So it was all right on the pump, but then I think he might have given you the dodgy set and then plenty out of it in the book. I thought he was really getting stuck in.
No, I think,
Talking about
I think
bookies getting stuck in, Michael Sullivan, you ever bet there yet? You look like having a bet there yet?
You even look? Do you even look?
Well, it does seem a particularly poor set.
Um,
Unders everything, standing there, the old blue bet sign, he gets redder every week. It seems
apparently,
seems an odd place to bet. I haven't had a bet yet.
I know, but apparently he's got to have an on-course presence for his licence, wherever his licence is.
So
Chosen
he's
licence
on
in New
course,
South
he's not
Wales.
interested in the business at all, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, well, good luck to him. He's a successful man.
They're based out of Randwick Racecourse, aren't they? Somewhere.
are they?
Right.
Renting.
Oh, did they?
He looks
Right, but the
particularly-
only way he could get
when I
there, he
s-
had to have an on-course,
When I
like a
said he-
racetrack office,
Yeah.
and conditions of
field.
that, whether to
Oh,
field.
so he's got it's a New South Wales licence.
Yeah.
When I said he looks red all the time, he looks quite stressed.
Hmm.
I mean, he's just stand up betting. You're only going to bet to win 5. I'm sure he's got millions. What's the fucking difference? How would you be
I
stressed?
don't know.
So I don't know what the whole
Yeah,
turnup's
but
been.
you know, some people stress heads no matter what the situation is.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. I'm too easygoing and look where I am.
Yeah.
I live under a bench at Coogee. He fucking probably lives a double bay.
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it? I just wish I gave a fuck about
No, well,
something.
stress actually drives you to achieve things.
Fuck, I went to a school reunion 35 years ago and I was.
Really?
Fuck the girls, all the horny girls from school. Fucking hell. They all come up now, they're all saying, what are you doing? Fucking, have you got any daughters? Please. Isn't age awful? It's just terrible, isn't it? It's
So you're better off never ever seeing those girls again. They can just live forever in your
in
mind.
your mind,
as-
yeah,
as-
and they're out in their 90s having pillow fights, banging anybody, and getting me another vodka. Now it's like, my husband's a bastard, and oh, fucking menopause is just around. Oh, fucking torture. Unrootable. Nice girls.
Did you tell them to watch
I didn't
the
even
show
say
on Monday?
No, I didn't mention the show. I didn't actually said to one, do you, like, I actually said, have you got a, I mean, it's quite evil, if you got a granddaughter, I said, I even brushed daughter. And she just looked at me like, then she looked at me like I was a pedder, but I just mean granddaughter meaning 18, 19, you know?
Hang on.
You know.
What are you going to do with them anyway, Glenn?
Oh, it's fucking torture. They used to have hot little bodies and little, you'd like perv under their tops for bra straps and things like that. Now you see a bra strap with this big wedge of meat hanging over one side, you just go, fucking tight, tap out, tap out. It was just, it was really upsetting actually. You're right, I've got to remember them how they were.
Glenn was upset.
90s and pillow fights, slumber parties, smoking behind the toilet, giving the old boy a handy. That was the days. Not my old one.
When were you ever involved in that?
I'm just saying, it's just, age is just awful.
All right. Well, speaking
It's just awful.
speaking of nostalgia, it appears that there's a missing memory when it comes to racing. Certainly, the media in racing, because it appears to. I'm told that Kevin Hayes got pretty poor treatment on Friday when he finally trained a winner again. As in, the Sky Channel interview didn't have a clue. They carried on as if he was some no-name that had never trained a winner before. That is sickening.
First winner for 5 years, I think they eventually.
It was, but I mean, like,
He might have
he
been
was
doing
treated with complete disrespect. Apparently, this guy was a complete legend.
Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know the interview went like that, but that doesn't surprise me.
No, because
what's
our collective. Well, he's 85. He's been training one horse for the last 5 years.
Yeah, he's quite rare. He's 85, old mate.
Fair enough.
He's looking for great granddaughters.
But I mean, look, that's one of the symptoms of our time. Our collective memory is lost. I know, and I had said the same thing to me about Derby Day. I mean, remember those Derby days of the 90s where it was up the inside something severe? And so we got up the inside track this year, and everyone carried on as if it had never happened before.
Festivity, boys. Just back to the racing. Looks okay.
Well,
Yes,
Terry said
it's
it was
handy.
immoral, and he was like, "Of course it was immoral." I just, we got a bit.
You mean Terry the punter, not Terry the steward?
Yeah.
Terry the punter?
Yeah, he hasn't had his first bet yet.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Fucking
Look,
Jimmy has his first bet, he wins 48k.
the point being that we got a bit bewitched by the Kobe Jennings business, but I mean,
Oh, he handled it well.
nothing else was ever going to happen. Nothing
Oh.
else was ever going to happen.
Yeah.
And when I went to watch the race, I was against it. I thought, oh, this is going to happen. I'm screwed here.
In saying that though, Mark, it did work for him, and I think the point we made on the preview show, if he is a little bit slow, and then you'd get the bang, bang, bang pull, so he was able to come across with ease and do that.
Right. So what's the percentage chance of that? I mean, you factor that into the price
know.
and go, hang on, well, it's
Yeah.
460.
Oh well, the price
You
got
know.
out to. The price got out to us.
But it was never that short. I mean, it was always like the 3 to 1.
So it was a
mark.
genuine 7-4 chance.
Yeah.
And also, we see these Waterhouse horses and stuff that going good. They're drawn wide and they can cross and get on that, like you talk about that, where you're not going around.
Yeah,
race-
cutting the corner.
Well, the race was over at 300.
Yeah. No, as soon as he was able to do that.
I know. He was always going to do that, though. That's
Yeah.
what Mark's saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, racing's that's the one. He's the one horse I mucked up on.
50 Shades of Grey back to 1100 metres. Sports dish.
Well,
And the
just-
quick back up again. That was last time it won. It was on the 5-day back up. This time it was on the 7-day back up.
Yeah.
And you've had some luck with James McDonald. I've had no luck with James McDonald.
Yeah, well, I backed him on 50 Shades. I could bet on 50 Shades today, and I thought it was a very easy bet at 10.5 in the fair. I thought I kept putting $100, and I kept putting my 100 button going, yeah, 100, kept getting taken. And I seem to have a bit of luck with J-Mac, not with O'Shea though.
Yeah. Well,
Did he ride the last winner too, J-Mac?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he can. Yeah, I can back him on those winners. I can't back him in the O'Shea winners.
I have mentioned mid-court too. That sort of continues on the success of the Blue Jackets as well too. What's the story?
Well, the interesting thing was that
What did go with the Blue Jackets?
the Blue Jacket was very heavily backed to Canterbury Race 2, and it was a fascinating instance of one team wanting to win and the other team having the race shot bits and not really going to the line.
It's just not happening, is it? What about as we talk about the high pressure thing? See Reith in the last on Siegfried.
Siegfried, well, it was pretty poor play, wasn't it?
Well, just what's that all about? Did Stuart's asked any questions about that, Rod?
They surely, well,
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
I don't know, who's going to tell them to ask the questions?
They tend not to ask a lot of questions on the last race of the day. They want to get home. They've had the scones and teas. They've got the Sheila out wide. They want to go.
The Sheila out wide for the Stewards.
Everyone's got Sheilas out wide. I've just sherried the whole lot. Except me. I missed out. All you bastards probably have. You're immoral. It's a fucking car. You're too busy. You're like me. But yeah, the Sheila's out wide. They want to go home. I saw a classic on Thursday. I'm a pretty good judge of the protest. Everyone asked me. All the bookies come and ask me. And Robbie will always ask Glenn.
Yeah.
And not because I'm not saying I know. I'm saying I've got a good idea what the stewards want to see. I thought there was a moral to be upheld in protest during the week at Thursday. And I think he's been involved in some interesting rides. Young Glenn. I thought it would have been upheld. Yeah. Something happened. Can't remember the race, but just bringing them. Glenn ran second. 10 minutes later. Correct weight, thank you. I thought it was protest upheld.
Oh yeah,
Right,
it's
so
just if you've ever
betting in
say
your
that
mind
surprised there was no protest. Is that
Fucking surprised there was no protest.
Yeah.
There should have been an inquiry into why there was no protest.
Oh, okay. So there was no protest. Oh, so sorry. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm saying that the interesting rides that you run second, that's
Yeah.
interesting. Why would you protest? So I don't know what the
That's what the
stewards
stewards are
happened,
there
but
for.
the stewards, it was a hot day, get the bottle of waters out, they need the
Oh,
ice.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were all bunkered down.
Everyone was bunkered down.
Mm.
Bunkered down. And I thought, well, even if, Glenn doesn't put in a protest, it'll still be upheld. The stewards will put one in. Up went Wade.
Yeah. There was an interesting protest yesterday, apparently, at Sunshine Coast. Where are they? I think Jimmy Byrne protested against.
What, whips or something?
Yes, for overuse of the whip. I think it's happened once before in
They
Adelaide.
dismissed
Somebody
it
did.
before last time, didn't they?
Yeah,
What,
then
this time,
dismissed it again, but it's interesting. Yeah,
So
like,
were they
I
never
think,
going to
I think
uphold
he got beaten by 3 lengths in second.
Oh,
He threw in a protest saying the bloke.
well, go back to your one from last week. Sorry to mention it with Andrew Banks on it. So if he runs third, and he, well, even if he
If
wins,
he runs second, the fourth protest against A Banks for hitting it 40 times would have been upheld. If it was,
yeah. Well, I mean, it would have only been a very finite margin if it does get into
I
a
think the
place.
problem is that they've got these rules in place. They don't really want to have them in place. They certainly don't want to enforce them. They just want to go, oh well, tap tap.
Well, here's actually a point. If you are allowed to protest for it, which obviously you are because you've been able to throw it in, why then wouldn't just going back to A Banks's thing? Why then wouldn't the stewards protest fifth against fourth on the behalf, or why isn't there a protest fifth against fourth for Andrew Banks? Because the fifth horse was beaten only a very small amount as well too.
Yeah, well, that's a good point because there is betting on fourth place. It's called first horse.
Yeah. So if you can, then shouldn't the stewards?
So therefore, we should say you can't.
Well, let's
Let's
that's
get
right.
some clarity on this.
That's right.
Can you?
It's well, Yeah. I mean, and how many times has the whip rule's been broken?
Christmas weird, so we'll be in the park. So.
Yeah. Anyway, anything else to talk about from Saturday? Sports edition was also what you know what talk about.
Yes, sports edition.
It was 593 days off, wasn't it?
Yeah, and
Gay
if you
cast
couldn't
off?
win in that position,
No, and it was
like chasing the leader like that, that was the worst possible position for a horse.
That needs to snuggle up.
yeah, and it was nowhere near red. Right?
So it's a nice horse.
Yeah. And the 2-year-old race, Mark. A lot of talk about the 2-year-old race being a high quality race.
Well, let's talk about Glim with the 2-year-old race. Do you think he thought he was home on the 20 chance?
Would have been good for my tournament, that one.
Oh,
fair
Good little bet on that.
It was fucking home.
It was so home.
Like, it was honestly home.
Okay, I think the winner actually goes alright.
yeah, I think the winner's alright.
Okay,
That's the story of the
but
race. I'd like.
was home. Did he stop riding?
No. The winner is a complete line finder.
Okay.
First up in the Golden Slipper.
Is that what
Is
they're
that the
saying?
plan?
Yeah, the plan's.
Is it in the Golden Slipper now?
Yeah, it would be. Wouldn't it?
Can I just say something?
Two
Like,
good chance.
I haven't seen Vince's times for Saturday. Unbelievably, he sent out Beaumont times, but no Rosehill times yet.
Oh, that was a bit of a pot of Vincent.
Yeah. Sorry.
Might have been edited.
No, it was just
Big load of Vincent.
Yeah.
Get off your fucking arse, you lady.
It's just ironic. Like you'll expect to see Rosehill times a week before Beaumont times. Anyway, It wasn't a big
Sound of the pudding.
Sounded it, yeah. Anyway,
I'm a narc. I'm definitely a
We're all
narc.
getting narky. I'm getting narky.
Look, 2-year-old times, the 2-year-olds have smashed the 50 Shades of Grey,
Really?
which you wouldn't expect. Early season, 1100. Rose Hill,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
you know, they haven't run heaps faster, but
Well,
they've run faster and they've come home heaps faster.
Even if they're close.
Yeah,
50
even
Shades
close,
of Grey is a
closest.
Saturday winner.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
I'm saying that the good standing has gone well, and
standing.
Yankee Rose has.
Come on,
does-
Yankee Rose can't be a goal. Can't be a group.
No. He's aiming at the
Two-year-old group one
champagne.
winner isn't a group horse.
It costs $7,000 and he's this big.
Yeah, he's aiming at the champagne
Oh,
stakes.
okay,
It's-
so it's got a bit of an edge at the moment.
Maybe. Yeah. I just can't see when the
No.
when it comes back. When it comes back with Golden Slip Time, my comment will be it's looking for its mother.
yeah.
All right,
It's
so
a
can
foal.
we talk about the $750,000 horse, Julius Caesar? Has he got anything?
Well, I think he has. Didn't do much.
He wasn't bad. He was better than his stablemate, Jericho.
If someone said to me, you know, Julius Caesar owned the winner, starting from now, what would I take? I'd take Julius Caesar.
Yeah.
Well, you got an SP. You got the SP, don't you?
When you got the price tag.
750,000.
Yeah, seven.
Yeah, you got more hope. You only got a fluke of
But I'm
fucking.
surprised at those times, Mark.
Yeah,
And if that dirty, filthy Vince had got him out, we'd fucking You're on a low blood gins. I use that. So I can get that. No,
or any publicity is good publicity. Don't worry, Vince.
All right, and that's probably about it, boys.
Good part one, guys.
Thank you.